And we're live. I'm super excited that you guys are joining me today. I am here with Doug Bryant, and he is the owner of Fish Window Cleaning in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And he is here today to help us dispel some myths about house cleaners cleaning windows, right? I get asked this question a lot from house cleaners who like, hey, let's just add in a little bit of extra, money by washing people's windows. And I do not want us to do that. And Doug is going to tell us all the reasons why. So, Doug, hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. So, what about weather? I mean, I hate to say, but this sounds like a really weather-related business. If it's raining and pouring outside, you probably can't go out and start washing windows.
Sometimes true. For fish window cleaning, we really focus on commercial cleaning. So we do more businesses than residential. And I know we're talking more residential here. But on the commercial side, many of the businesses we clean have awnings over their windows. If it's a shopping center, a strip mall, something like that, typically they have an awning over each window. And in that case, as long as there's no lightning or thunder, we can clean, throughout. If they don't, we can clean the inside and come back when it dries up and clean the outside. So we have ways of working around it. Residential is a little tougher, I'll admit, because you typically don't have awnings over the windows. So you have to try to either get the inside while it's raining and hopefully it stops raining. You can do the outside or come back another day or later in the afternoon or something like that. So we do have issues. Now, I feel like we're lucky in the South. We get a lot more sun and a lot less rain. We don't deal with snow. If you were to have this conversation with somebody in Wisconsin, you would get some different answers. But I think we're lucky in that respect. But we try to work around the weather as much as possible. And like I said, anytime there's any hint of thunder, lightning, or anything like that, we're not out there. But if it's just rainy and we can get under an awning, we'll do it.
Well, and that is a curiosity because there is the whole eastern seaboard in the United States that has just brutal winters. There's lots and lots of snow, and I can imagine that there are periods of time where there's no window washing at all during the wintertime when it's 0 degrees outside and 3 feet of snow or 5 feet of snow. And I can only imagine just by the salt that's in the air and the stuff that gets spewed around, how dirty and salty and sandy the windows must get just from the evaporation of water in the air. And then when it rains, it comes back down. I can only imagine it must be a mess. If anybody here has questions or comments and you're from the Eastern Seaboard, tell us what you do because I'm curious. We have Eunice Williams here who made some fun comments. She said, "Happy Friday. My husband and I own a cleaning business and we only do windows ourselves that open up where we can clean them from the inside. And I'm guessing those are the windows that you pull down the window pieces and you clean the insides and then put them back up. And I've done that as well, but only what I can reach and inside my own house. Before a professional job, we find somebody like Doug here to help us." She said, "Also, if we ever do any other types of windows, rather is residential or commercial, we would subcontract that work."
Yes. Other fish franchisees up in the north, they do clean throughout the winter. I think it's safe to say residential drops off quite a bit during the winter, but they still very much clean a lot of the commercial accounts through the winter. That's what kind of feeds them until the residential comes back around in the spring. And they also use some solutions in their cleaning mix, like your windshield washing fluid type material that will keep the water from freezing. And that allows to continue cleaning. Now, they still have to have access to the window. So if there's 4 feet of snow, there's not much they can do. But if they can reach a window, they'll still clean it in the winter.
Wow, that's really interesting. There's a lot of stuff here to think about that I haven't really dug into. So that's interesting. Thank you so much today for all of the insights and inspiration and for letting us know why house cleaners don't clean windows.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the questions. I enjoyed it.
This has been awesome. Thanks again.